Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends follows the adventures of a young boy named Mac and his imaginary friend Bloo, who live in a world where imaginary friends are real and have their very own personality and quirks.
I like potatoes.
The series takes place in Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, a place where imaginary friends go when their creators outgrow them. The home is run by Madam Foster, a kind-hearted woman who takes care of all imaginary friends who live there. The show is known for its quirky and imaginative character designs, bright and colorful animation, and hilarious writing. Each episode is filled with funny gags and comedic moments. Throughout the original run of the series, there have been a few episodes that caused a stir among the fan base. Today we're going to discuss the episode in Foster's Home for Make 'em Up Pals. Goofball John McGee was an imaginary friend that arrived at Foster's and caused a great deal of trouble for Frankie. She believed that Goofball was actually a teenager posing as an imaginary friend.
Yeah, I'm one of those imaginatory guys.
Sure you are.
Uh-huh. Look at these kooky clothes and this nose. It's crazy. See, I'm all imaginated and whatnot. Honk honk. Now, give me food and take care of me and stuff.
Everyone else at Foster's considered Goofball an imaginary friend from the start. They saw Goofball as a quirky but harmless imaginary friend. But Frankie was not easily convinced and thought it was all an act, and she thought he was a teenager disguised as an imaginary friend in order to get free food and housing. To be fair, that is a good plan. If I was a homeless man in the Foster's Home for Imaginary Friend universe, I would do that. Frankie is determined to expose Goofball as a fake imaginary friend. This suspicion isn't out of nowhere, because throughout the episode, Goofball shows traits of just being a regular teenager. For starters, he always needed help with his homework and will always ask Frankie for assistance.
Train A leaves Station B at 9:15, traveling 125 miles per hour. It makes 2 stops, and Train B leaves Station A at 9:25, traveling 100 miles per hour, but only has to make 1 stop. Which train will get there first?
Are you doing homework?
Yeah, I guess it's, kinda.
He also needed someone to wash his football jersey and will often ask Frankie to do it for him.
Hey, make sure you use plenty of stain remover on the pits. Coach says we gotta look sharp for the big game on Friday.
Goofball was also a food hog and would eat all the food that Frankie purchased from the store, and even had Francis' age to come and hang out at Foster's.
We're here for John.
John?
Goofball? Yeah.
Hey, guys, glad you could make it. Plenty of pizza for everyone. My treat.
These behaviors were not typical for an imaginary friend and led Frankie to believe Goofball was actually a teenager posing as an imaginary friend.
You are not an imaginary friend! And I have proof!
My nose! Goofball bought it for me, you know, with his, allowance.
While in Mr. Herriman's office, Frankie tries to get more information on Goofball's creator. Goofball says they got separated and then starts to cry. Frankie hands Goofball the phone and tells him to call his creator.
Hello. Yeah, hi, it's me, Goofball. I'm here at Foster's House for Pretendies. Come and get me when you get a chance, okay? Bye, and bye. He wasn't there.
Of course he wasn't.
Frankie tells Mr. Herriman that it's obvious that Goofball is making everything up, but Mr. Herriman doesn't believe her. Frankie decides to fight fire with fire and disguises herself as an imaginary friend in order to avoid doing chores. The disguise worked for a moment until everyone in the home started looking for her.
We can't find Frankie.
What are you talking about? She's right here. Nothing sticks out more than when some regular old person's trying to pass themselves off as one of us honest-to-goodness make-believe chums.
Mr. Herriman tells Frankie that she's not allowed to go to the concert and that he wants her to scrub the house from top to bottom. It's kind of weird how subservient she is to Mr. Herriman. Frankie, you're a grown woman. Tell him to fuck off and go to the concert. Frankie spends the rest of the day cleaning the house and misses the concert. Goofball and the rest of the imaginary friends have now entered the home after coming back from the concert. This causes Frankie to lose it, and she rips off Goofball's nose.
Undeniable proof that you are not an imaginary... Uh-oh.
It turns out that Goofball was actually an imaginary friend, and the story about him being separated from his creator was actually true.
Well, Goofball, I hate to say it, and I mean I really hate to say it, but I was wrong about you.
Goofball is reunited with his family and the episode ends. The audience and critics alike had a negative reception of this episode, with Goofball being criticized for his overly human-like design and attitude. The hints that he was human were dropped throughout the episode, but ignored in the end when it was revealed that he was just an imaginary friend, which made the ending feel very forced. As a result of Goofball's negative reception, he is considered a one-time character in the Foster's Home for Imaginary Friend universe. Lauren Foss, one of the co-creators of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friend, tweeted that the original original idea for Goofball was for him to be a 30-year-old man posing as an imaginary friend, but due to the focus on a child-friendly audience, the network executives asked to make him a teenager and a real imaginary friend. However, hints and scenes suggesting otherwise were not properly edited, which ruined the planned ending of the episode. What did you think about this episode? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm Tsunami. Thanks for watching.
I'm an imaginary friend, eh?
Oh, sir, no one's going to fall for that disguise.